Hi, Liz, how are you?
Okay,
How have you been? What's different today?
well, I'm feeling a little unsettled.
Unsettling. What do you mean by that?
Well, my husband and I, we've been talking some, so we're a little familiar with the situation.
Yes, I am.
What happened this week was that we had this opportunity to purchase a condo in Boston,
Mm.
back where my family is. And um, this has caused a lot of conflict in my marriage.
Mm.
Because I really want to go and I feel like I can go whether my husband goes or not.
Okay. From what I hear you say, it is that just the fact of buying a condo is what caused the problem.
Well, not exactly. The problem is that my husband doesn't want me to move, but now I have an opportunity to buy this condo. I'm ready to go, and he's not on board.
And how do you feel about that?
Well, I feel like I'm gonna go, but I would like if he could go too with me.
Mhm. So I see you that you already have set in mind that you are determined to go. Am I correct?
Yes, but I would like my husband to come too. And this is why we're having this problem.
Okay. What does he say about it?
Well, he feels like my life here is pretty settled and it's very stable and I have a lot of support here and he feels like that's not the best decision for me to just pack up and move to another state.
Mhm. When you say your life is here settled, what would be different if you go there?
Well, my family's there, and so they will be there to help me, and I can be there to help them as well.
Okay, I understand that. So I see that you have support,
Back
right?
there?
Yeah, in Boston.
Hmm.
So what else would be different then from what you have here and that you cannot have over there?
Well, it's getting into the later years of my life, and I'd like very much to be with my family.
Hmm. I understand that. But going back into when you refer that you are settled here, what would be much of a difficulty for you to move over there and have what you have over here in terms of your what is comfortable for you?
Well, because of my family being there, I feel like they can be of great assistance to me with all the things that I have to do in
Mhm.
order to move and to get used to a new space and all of that kind of thing. I feel like they would be able to help with all of that.
Mhm. And now I hear you saying that you're having a lot of conflict with your husband because of the idea of moving.
Yeah, he doesn't want to move, but I'm ready to go.
Okay. And what do you think will make him change his mind about you guys moving up to Boston?
Well, I'm not really sure. That's kind of why I'm here. I'm not really sure what would make him change his mind.
Have you talked to him about that?
Well, he just will continue to, you know, give me excuses about why I can stay here.
Okay, I see that. And how often does he do that?
Well, now it's been going on for the whole week because we just had this conversation when this opportunity to buy this place happened.
And has he ever been a moment that he doesn't complain or he doesn't say anything about moving? He'll be kind of more positive about moving anytime that it's not really into being against the movie?
Well, I think he was pretty willing and he was more open to the conversation, the idea of it. But when the reality of it came, then all of a sudden he likes his life here. And so now that it's a real possibility, things changed.
And just his life here, talking about him, how different it would be up there for him.
Well, see, for me, I have my family, but he doesn't have that.
Okay. I see that it's one people talking about that.
Yeah, because I want to go be with my family, and we built our life here in Florida, and we don't really want to go. He doesn't have that system already in place there.
You mentioned the thing at the beginning that he said, okay, until he sees like more close, when he gets closer to the fact of moving, when he reacts. Right? Okay?
Yeah.
If you think about the scale from 0 to 10 in moving, how far do you think he is?
How far do I think he is to moving? He's not very far. He would probably be 3.
At least I see that he has some idea about the remote possibility of moving.
Yeah, I feel like that has been the conflict, is that the possibility of moving has caused this conflict that we're having.
I see that. And what do you think it will take him to change his mind? And how do you feel about it?
Well, I think if he could start to picture what his life could be like there, even though it would be different, then maybe that would help.
Okay. And I remember the last time that you mentioned about you feeling a little bit depressed. How are you doing now with all this?
Well, I definitely feel like the tension isn't helping in my marriage. I've been a lot more anxious and having a lot less energy, even though the idea of moving is exciting. I've just kind of been low.
And have you been trying to do something that will help you with this?
Yeah, I mean, I talk with my family every day and we talk about what my life might be like if this opportunity comes to reality. And because I really depend on my husband to go out of the house and things, then I haven't done a lot of that because we're in conflict. But he brought me here today. He thinks you're gonna fix me. Yeah.
Interesting. But now that you're talking about conflict and fixing, actually, what will happen if today you go to sleep and while you're sleeping, you don't know that something magic or different or a miracle happened in your house? What will you see when you wake up for you to know that that miracle happened?
Well, the very first thing is I would have more energy because I don't have that much energy these days. This week it's been quite terrible. The second thing would be that my husband would be more supportive of my decision to want to try to at least consider this possibility of moving. To be willing to at least discuss it.
And it will make you feel better knowing that this is working.
Yeah, I mean, to even, like, he won't even consider it because now it's a reality that we have this opportunity to purchase this place. And some days I just feel like, I could just go into this.
Mm-hmm. And about your energy, what do you think will take you to have more energy? Are you following up with your doctor for your medicine that you told me the other day?
Well, I haven't really even considered that before. Then I should talk to the doctor about my energy. I just knew that I'm having this problem with my husband in this situation with my family where I really just want to go home.
Understandable. It's something that you would like to look into. And when you go to the doctor, the next doctor's appointment.
Yeah, I can mention to him that, my mood has been a lot more low recently.
And then you're doing something different that you haven't been doing in the past before all these critical decisions came into place.
I'm definitely not sleeping like I probably should because I'm just really conflicted about this situation. So it keeps me up at night.
So you're talking on daily days or from time to time when you're up at night?
No, just time to time where I stay up longer than normal because I'm restless. Yeah, because of my anxiety.
But you're home not with the doctor or you're outside?
Well, I haven't this week, but something I could do.
There's two things that you probably need to follow up with your doctor about your other medicines that you mentioned through the sessions that you're taking to see if that will help you through what you're doing right now. And what about your activities, physical activities?
Well, like I said, I haven't really done any physical activities because of this new conflict. I mean, coming here today, it's something I've done, but I haven't done a whole lot.
Is there anything that you could try different that will help you ease your anxiety and be more energetic? What do you think you could do?
Well, maybe something I could do is sometimes my friends will come because I can't go on my own. So maybe I could call somebody to go to lunch or something, and my husband could have a break, and I could get out of the house for a while.
It's something you were used you would do before?
Yeah, and maybe on occasion, but I think now with the new conflict in the house, I haven't really kind of neglected my friends this week. Not really just talking to my family more and not really my friends.
Is there any other thing that you could think that you could do with your husband in regards of planning for moving up to Boston? The things that you probably can mention is you could still do up there in Boston. Or alternatives. For instance, going there and then coming back a certain period of time for vacation, anything that will attract him more thinking about going there. But at the same time, not taking him completely out of his picture. As you say, he has friends here, right? So his life is here. So for you, as I understand, it will be easier for you to transition and go up there because you have your home with your relatives, right? He has his, friends up here. Is there any solution, any alternative that you can give to him so you both can come up with a solution that will benefit both of you guys?
Well, he likes to play golf and things while he's here, so I'm not sure. I mean, maybe they have golf in Boston, I don't know. Because I've lived here most of my life, so I'm not really sure, but maybe in part of the year, that could be something he could do there, an activity, where he could also meet new people. And because most of the people he knows now there, he's related, we're related to them. So he does have a relationship with, a few people there. But because we're so far apart, they see each other once a year. So they're not close friends.
Okay. I see that. So do you think it's something that you can work on? Like a plan that you can do with him?
Mm-hmm. Well, for sure, I think that we could talk about that.
And how soon do you think you have to you're willing to buy the condo you mentioned? Are you planning to do it now, or it has already? You're gonna wait? Or how long do you think in the future? How long are you projecting yourself to travel?
Well, that's really hard to say. We don't really know right away because, I mean, he won't even consider it, so the place might be sold, at this point. I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that at this point, but I would like to go sooner than later, because I'm not getting any older.
I can understand your point. Mm-hmm. So, now talking from 2 parts, will that be something that you can work on? For instance, as you mentioned today, you're feeling a little bit anxious, with less energy. So let's look into and start working on the things that you used to do before, like from time to time going out with your friends,
Mm-hmm.
and as we talked as well, like going back to the doctor to check on your medicine, to see if that helps. And at the same time, coming up with a plan with your husband to see if you both can go and make a plan that will benefit both. And the thing that you have here, and consider yourself here, there will be much of a difference over there. And I know that you have insurance, and I know you have all your things put in place. So maybe something that probably he's worried about as well. But you can explain him all the things that could be about the same as the season in Boston. Does it sound good to you?
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely give him some thoughts of things that could benefit him in the process. And like you said, maybe talk about some other options, maybe not just moving completely, but maybe having a second home in that location might be something else that you might be more open to talking about. But it's a lot of responsibility. We're getting older, so to have 2 homes in 2 different places,
Understandable.
would be a problem too.
You can try. You can give it a try. You can do your way, but you can do it. So I'm absolutely with them to see what works best for you.
The client that I saw today was a lady that seemed to be determined to move up north where her family is. But the conflict that she's been having in her relationship is because her husband is not sure about moving up there. His whole entire system is still here in Florida, so different from her side. So what we went over today is solution focused treatment, and we cover certain coping skills because she mentioned that she's going through a little bit of depression and anxiety, being sure that she follows up with her doctor. And we also went over to see part of her treatment or her goals, to look into, see what she could do, even though it's in the present, but projecting herself in the future that will help her going through the problem that she's going right now. So what I used in this session was, for instance, statements like part of the solution-focused treatment, which is the exception, to see when her husband thinks different or positive about moving up north. So she can start thinking about it. I also use the miracle question. And for instance, and she replied that she would have more energy. So I could see the way that she's feeling, and that her husband will be more positive about the moving as well. And I also used the scaling questions to see where her husband is at deciding if they're going to move or not. So she has an idea as well. And the clarification of different statements that she made, so I can help her understand where she could go. And to summarize, solution-focused therapy is like a conversation that is directed towards developing and achieving the client's visions of solution to help her explore in a more directed way so she can start thinking about some other things that she could do. And we also help the client here, as I was talking to her, to question her that will help clarify those solutions and how she can achieve those solutions. Like, for instance, I'm telling her what possibilities that she could take or she cannot take. And at the same time as well, I invite her to do a little bit more of what she's been trying to do.